Big drama, big gaming.
You gnome fuck!
Feels okay, man.
A sense of exploration wraps itself from me. As I feel my acceleration through the galaxy. As the sparkle starts to smear, realize that all my fear melts into periphery. I dive into the mysteries of universal and now I truly know what it feels like to be completely alone.
We have a White Lives Matter organization. You know that.
Time to drama poggers DGGL time to drama pog champ 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 DGGL ha 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 pog champ.
I don't know why the fuck my YouTube shit changed. I don't know what's going on. Everybody just everybody just calm the fuck down, okay? Brief 10 out of 10 meme, click this or die in FF7.
Was nice meeting you this weekend. I'm the guy that said say demon mama when we took the pic Pepe laugh.
Oh, nice. Did they change? I can't tell if they changed like YouTube shit. What in the fuck is happening? Click OK. Copy this. What in the fuck is happening? Wait, why can't I do ultra low latency? Oh, it's because I selected 4K shit, huh? Oh my god, what is happening here? Is the most you, is like 1080p the only thing that'll support like the ultra low latency? Is that like? Ah, yeah, it is. I understand. Okay. No, don't do that. Okay, I'm gonna start YouTube. Let's see if this works now. Start connecting, broadcasting. Please just fucking work. Oh my god, it worked. Okay, pop out this. Boom, boom. Guys, I'm so behind on like emails and shit. This here. Is the audio a bit low for anyone else? Oh, let's check. Sounds. Recording, properties, levels.
You gnome fuck!
Testing 1, 2. How does my volume sound? Compare. It looks a bit low. Wait, hello. Oh wait, way too loud. Hold on. Testing 1, 2. Test, test, test. I think this is better. Should be better. Did you finish any more achievements? Oh, good question. Overwolf. Let's load that up. All right, hold on. Can't have a serious conversation like running around in Minecraft, right? All right. This one? Hi. Oh, hey, it works. Okay. How are we doing, guys? What a, man, what a weekend. So many fun things going on. Lip sync is off, I think. Wait, what? Hold on. Cancel? Wait, which one do I want? Fuck, hold on. Batteries, continue use? Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's probably fine. Okay. Now, some of you guys here for the wrong reason. Okay?
You gnome fuck!
Ooh wins, ooh never lose.
Some of you guys apparently think this is going to be a drama stream, alright? Where are the true Destiny fans out there? One's in chat for the true Destiny fans that are here to watch our SevTech progress, okay? One's in chat for the real Destiny fans.
How much money do I need to donate for you to never release the drama?
Why did they give me chicken when I asked for barbacoa? I said I was never eating Chipotle chicken again. Did you get the new cauliflower rice? I thought about getting it, but I was too scared to try it. It's probably good, right? It's all right. Go to sleep.
Destiny, I am in class. Can you wait like 20 minutes for the drama, please?
How often do you eat Chipotle? Pretty often, I think, like fucking daily. I can't think of any other like fast food options that have like a decent balance of like food. Unless you guys can think of some. Look at how strong my tower's gotten. You jelly in chat? God, look at him go. Let's see what the Destiny Orbiter universe is up to. Where's Dan and Mooten? How's Mooten been? What's Mooten been streaming, guys? Catch me up. Oh, what's up, Daniel?
Hello.
Have you played that balloon scan yet?
I have. I played quite a bit of it, actually. I'm something of an expert at balloons.
What level are you up to?
I don't know
Oh
what
yes,
level I am.
that
I just play
cereal, you
I
naughty
beat all the
boy,
levels on
Garchie
hard.
face.
Catch Russell, thanks for subbing on YouTube, bud. Wow. Hold on, I'm just waiting for a few more people to roll in so I don't have to repeat myself, alright?
Dan is a dumb fuck, that is all.
Wait, who is this? Oh, Lycan, what's up?
What's up, friend? How you doing?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Doing dandy. Fucking. I need some Chinese food though. My throat's all crummy now.
Okay, well. How you doing today, buddy?
Well, it's been a stressful day a little bit, but otherwise pretty good. Got back to work, all that jazz. Hit the gym. Wore a big ass face mask.
Wait, stressful how?
Oh, you know, just work stuff.
Is this the Dark Triad podcast, Dan? I'm here.
Yeah. I was just showing someone a photo of the dead iguana that I killed.
Oh, yeah. Hello,
You're so
Steve.
cool, Dan. How big are those again?
Bigger than a fucking cat?
Yeah, big. This one was like a 5-pounder.
I'd rather fight a cat than an iguana. Fact.
Yeah, probably. I just don't know how to fight an iguana is the problem.
They're reptiles. They have like 1/3 of a brain.
Yeah, it doesn't matter when that one
And
third.
that 1/3 is killing, yeah.
Yeah,
Dan.
exactly. Like a cat's brain is like sleeping, shitting, and eating, and like 1/10 like
Cats are
killing.
smart, but
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, but you ever see a cat fuck someone up?
A cat's brain is like complex
Yes,
socialization,
Ashley does.
traveling, like making friends and family, doing activities for recreation, running around,
having
controlling
pleasure.
territory. A reptile brain is, oh no, I moved too much and used too much energy and now I'm going to starve to death and die, okay?
I was thinking about getting a new pellet/BB gun. You know you can get fully automatic ones. I was thinking about how sick that would be to fucking like assassinate them out of my fucking mango tree.
You're gonna kill
Is-
cats?
Is WoW down right now, chat?
Not iguanas.
Also, type the Triad emote, please.
How shitty does my microphone sound?
Go away if you're drunk.
Are you still high? If you're high, you're gone.
I'm not that.
You get server meeting.
Yeah, there you go. Good job. I love you there, Scrub King.
What are you two doing in here?
Us?
Yeah.
We were summoned. What do you mean?
We were summoned. They were typing the Triad emote.
Is that so?
Yes.
Well, are we dealing with the drama or are we dealing with Lycan being in the call first? Which one are we doing?
I mean, if you guys want me gone, I can go.
Wait, what's wrong with
Oh, no. There's nothing wrong with Lycan.
Oh. Well, Lycan will become relevant later on, so you
Yeah,
might want to...
that's
Oh, Lycan!
That's
I
what
told you.
I'm
You've involved yourself in the drama now, Lycan. You stepped
Oh.
too close.
All I did was say, hey, let's maybe talk about this beforehand. That's it.
Oh,
Big
shit, did you
mistake.
say that to me?
I did.
Hold on, let me check.
So, Lycan, the thing
Oh.
we have to talk to you about is mostly like consent based, because on this
Oh,
trip, like,
stop.
okay, well we'll do that off stream. That's fine.
Wait, why is somebody saying cocks?
Ban them. You're probably stupid.
You're still up on your shit.
Okay. Man.
Man, indeed.
Wait, which one are you doing? Are you doing...
Oh yeah, which one are you doing?
Which one are you doing?
There's so many, but which one?
Hey brother, I'd
Hold
love
on.
an unban in DGG chat so I can join in on the fun tonight. RTBA has a stick firmly up his asshole when he banned me and he couldn't take a few troll messages in the chat. I would strongly reconsider modding Mr. Arms. He's a white loser.
Sounds true.
I do have
Please,
to
my
take
class ends in 10 minutes. I need the drama.
Lycan, it's too late.
Hold on. Wait, I got to do the meme.
You have no power here.
All right. I'm going to do a... In the marketing business, we call this a compliment sandwich, okay? We're going to start with a good, a not so good. We're going to end on a high note, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Silence donations.
I already silenced.
Okay.
Okay, I feel kind of bad about this, but I really shouldn't. Okay.
You feel? Wait, you lagged? You feel bad? You said?
Yeah, if I lagged, did I lag or was Mooten lagging?
You lagged a little bit, but you're good
lagged
now.
a little
Did my stream lag at all? Are we okay?
No, you're good.
No, you're good. Sorry.
All right.
Wait, you still have an out. You could not do this.
Do you think?
He's come-
Well, I
he's
We
would.
come
could
too
just keep
far.
it off stream. See, we could just keep it off, and then people would move on.
He's come too far, Lucas.
He hasn't.
Okay, well,
Somebody
All right,
suggested
Lucas.
the term Irish exit, which I could do. We still have that option. That might actually be the more appropriate option. Do you think?
Yes.
Probably the most appropriate option.
Oh, we got Lycan and Mooten in agreement here saying
But-
yes. But
Did anything else happen since you sent that one DM that you sent us?
Mr. Mutant really blowing through all the Mr. Mutant Godsnees that he saved up from earlier, and now he's just getting fucking I mean, it's bold move, Mr. Mutant. I'm gonna have to,
It is a bold
I'm gonna
move.
have to get with you on your logic later on, okay? There is a lot of. This is exactly why.
All I want to say is that, you know, if it were us, Dan, wouldn't we want this handled privately?
This is why you lost Buddy of the Year, 2020. This reason right here, okay? This is not how you win the hearts and minds of the audience.
Sometimes you remember at the first Harry Potter movie when Neville stood up to his friends and he got fucking stunned, but he still got the points in the end. That's Mooten right now. He's doing the right thing.
Mm.
The tough thing, which is standing up to your friends.
Maybe just don't say names. Maybe that's the fix.
Oh
People
yeah,
can
that's gonna
speculate.
work fucking real well.
hold on, check the
The triad group.
yeah, check the triad consortium. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on, chat. We're meeting. That's not enough.
No.
I'm trying to even be the angel. I'm trying to even be the angel on the shoulder, and that's not enough. This is what should have happened.
Wait, let me guess.
Okay,
Was it that?
yeah.
Yep.
See, that would have ended it all, wouldn't it have?
It would have.
Yeah, maybe.
put this all
It would have. It
together.
would have helped. It would have helped for sure. Definitely, for sure.
Okay, well, I tried to be the angel, chat, but
Okay. Well, how have you guys been? By the way, I've been gone for like a week. How have things been?
been good.
Yeah.
Oh, we've been fine.
I've been playing Bloons, Pokemon.
Yeah, me too.
Really
Bloons
fun.
has co-op.
Yeah,
It's
Dan's
good.
been playing with me. We spent some quality groomer son time together.
Mm-hmm.
What about you? How was Georgia?
Yeah, how was Georgia?
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm glad you asked.
Does that tie into this whole thing somehow?
Georgia is an overwhelmingly positive experience. Before we go too deep into everything, so Destiny has glitter on his face. Do I? There's some glitter tree thing that we have in the room, and I was like rolling it around Melina's boobs for like an hour. I don't know why, but I might have gotten glitter on myself. It seemed like a fun idea, but I don't see any glitter on me, so. I've gotten 10 hours of sleep collectively over the past like 6 days, so I'm a little. This stream right now is like a 9.5 RPE for me, okay? All right.
How's your perfect tower? Sorry to,
It's pretty
Slow it
perfect right
down.
now. Oh, I'm glad you asked, actually. It's been doing really
Yeah,
well. Been
please.
upgrading my tiers. Working toward tiers 5 military right now. Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played it yet. You think I should get into it? Is it worth it?
Um,
I have 2 PCs, so I could just put it on the other, right?
yeah, it's worth it for sure. It's a good game.
Okay.
Definitely.
I'll play it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just edging you, chat.
All your goodwill, Mr. Moon. Hold on to some. You have to climb back out of this hole.
All right. So, let's talk. How difficult is Bloons as a game? Is it like a fun Tower D, or is there like a lot of different?
There's a lot of different modes. So there's like easy, normal, hard. Then there's impossible, and then there's like chimps. I haven't even gotten to the back two.
Oh,
but
jeez.
apparently it actually gets pretty
Impoppable.
hard.
Yeah, impoppable.
Impoppable, yeah.
Yep.
Very nice. Okay.
But Dan and I are currently working on the Gears map. Which
Oof,
Wait,
that's
is
a
it like
frisky kitty cat.
multiplayer, or are you just like
it
working
can be multiplayer. It can be up to 3 people. We could play
for a
it too.
Tower D
Go
game?
Yeah.
Wow.
You share money,
Mhm.
and
You argue with each other as you
Over
make
how to
stupid
spend it?
decisions. Yes.
Yep. It's kind of beautiful. It
Wait, it's really three player?
can be up to 4, I think.
Holy
Oh
shit.
my god.
We could play it in D&D. Background. You, me,
true.
Nick? Yeah,
As Koibu's fucking us.
for sure.
All right, back to the matter at hand.
Oh, my tower? Oh, you want to
Yeah,
talk about
yeah.
Georgia?
Oh yeah, George.
Okay.
You want me
Georgia.
to get you started?
Yeah, wait, what is Georgia? It's not GE. Why not?
I can get you started if you want.
No, wait. Why is
It's
the
GA.
Why is it GA though? Is there a GE state? Shouldn't it just be the first constant in the first vowel? Isn't that kind of weird?
Georgia. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I haven't thought about it before.
Kind of weird, huh?
Yeah.
Huh. It's the last vowel. What about California, idiot?
Yeah. See.
Fucking got him. Wait, I think Mr. Owen actually got by that.
I got you.
Nebraska is any though. Okay,
Okay.
one example. Man, that guy got two. Holy shit. All right, so okay, positive, not so positive, and then a positive. So, over the past like year and a half, I've been trying to gear my content a little bit more towards having some more type of like measurable, like impact, I guess, electorally. Screaming at people online is fun. I make a lot of money doing it. It's entertaining for me and my audience, and it's kind of like the backbone to my political career, or at least it was, like debating people. I don't know what it is now, like news or I'm actually not sure, since nobody likes to debate anymore. But over the past year, we tried trying to find ways where I can like, how do I point my audience at some political goal and do something positive. We tried interviewing like local Congress people or people running for Congress, which was fun. And we did that for a little bit. And then we did a lot of election coverage. That doesn't matter as much. And then the most recent thing that was like, I think one of the most impactful things was seeing how much my audience I could get to turn out for like some real life political work. And I might talk about more in the future of this, but there's like a whole plethora of like cool things related to that. One is that it's very hard to get people to actually go out and knock on voter doors. It's very difficult to do. Two is that it's a good socialization vehicle. Like a lot of people don't go out and talk to people, so this is like a good way to be forced to do that. And then three is that the type of audience that I mobilize for stuff like this, I think is pretty unique, which is positive. A lot of the people that came on and talked said that canvassers tend to be older, tend to be a lot more female, and not as male. So the type of audience that I mobilize is pretty unique. A lot of non-endemics to this world, which is cool. So that being said, the final canvassing event that we did, the very first event I did, where I just went to Atlanta and I saw many people get to show up, it was like about 100 and I think it was like 170 people there. And then about 140 people, 140 unique canvassers showed up for this final canvassing event that we did at the hotel, which is awesome. It's like an unimaginable number to get. I'm 99% sure that even including the official campaigns, I'm pretty sure that we were the largest canvassing operation in the state that weekend. We were the largest single canvassing group, which was phenomenal, which was really, really, really cool, especially given how much money is like pouring into the state right now to do stuff. Now, obviously, there are other ways to spend money. Maybe people don't spend it on canvassing, maybe people do other things, but I'm really proud of my community because you guys basically did this shit all for free. I comped hotel rooms the last time you were there. For the most part, you guys came out, you worked for free, which is awesome. There were a number of people that were involved in this that made everything work very well. We'll go through those people. One kind of group that I'd like to shout out a lot, I've been very careful and kind of like trying to brand this event as like my event because I don't want anybody else to kind of eat the credit from it, and I don't want it to get like absorbed or sucked into some other like political candidate or something. Like for example, I was actually very worried that I was actually no, I shouldn't say that. I didn't want anybody to show up and be like, oh hey, like this is my event now because I'm here. I was very worried about something like that happening during the last couple of days, but it didn't, which is cool. That being said, the volunteers from the math movement were awesome people. They were, something that sucks is that sometimes when workers are really good, they're invisible because you don't have any problems, you don't have any issues, you don't have any concerns, and you just say things and everything just runs like smoothly. And for a lot of the math movement, like it was that, like I didn't really have to think much about what they were doing because they like knew their shit like really well. And they've never managed events of this size. I think they said prior to this, the largest like single canvassing event they've done had like 30 people. So these volunteers were awesome. Darian and Tally are the two that I'm most familiar with. And then they brought in different people every week. A couple showed up multiple times to volunteer under them. These guys were amazing in terms of getting everything done. Not just amazing, but instrumental. Because it wouldn't have ran at all without these people. So for those two people especially, and then the rest of that mode, I'm super, super, super grateful for that. Oh man, where to start? Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. So every time, hold on, I have to think about this for a second. So anytime I run into issues with people, it's a hard line on whether or not something should be public or something should remain private. And these are not decisions that I make very lightly, because I know that by making something public, there's going to be a lot of undeserved hate or negative attention that goes towards certain people. I know that other people are not used to being in the public spotlight, and so that hate and all of that stuff is like amplified. And I try to be conscientious of that, but then I also have to balance it out against trying to give like reasonable explanations for things that have happened that I've kind of fallen on a sword for that I didn't really want to, or I don't think I should have had to. And yeah, so when I talk about things publicly, I don't do this lightly. I usually do it because I feel like it's not like the only issues that let me be clear here. It's not like the only issues that I make public are not like I hate those people the most. So that's why I make it public. Because as you'll see, the second drama that we have loaded in the barrel for either tonight or tomorrow is going to be one of the people I hate the most in my life. And I've kept that private for a couple months. But it's more just that like if I make something public, I usually I feel like it has to all get out there so that people have like a better understanding of everything that happened. So that being said, okay, so now that we have all of that out of the way, all right. A lot of streamers showed up over the weekend, which I was super proud of, but I'm going to focus on one. We're going to talk about Bastia. So, no, I'm just kidding. No. All the streamers that showed up were actually super cool and super awesome. I'm really, really happy. I'm Really Important showed up. Bastia showed up. Bose showed up, which was surprising. Booksmarts showed up. Oh, fuck, I shouldn't have named them because I'm not going to remember them all now. Booksmarts showed up. Hold on. I'm Really Important, Bastia, Booksmarts, Bose. Irrelevant was there.
Dylan.
Oh, yeah, Lego Head is what Tree calls him. I don't know why. Dylan was there. Polar's World, I don't know if he counts. Fancy Sloth was there, who was cool. Listen, Fancy Sloth is really cool, okay? We bullied him way too hard this weekend. Not cool, guys, okay? Not good. Guys bullied Fancy Sloth way too much, all right? Majestic Gopher was there. Not a streamer or whatever, but K Cappuccino was there. For the streamers that showed up, though, I was super duper duper happy that they did. That was awesome. Yeah. So yeah, I was happy for the streamers. Well, I need to save some pauses for the end because we're doing a compliment sandwich. Okay. Oh god, this is so fucking awkward, and it shouldn't be. Okay. Oh man. Hold on. We gotta.
You could start by saying how you fucked up, maybe. I don't know if that eased it into it, I guess.
Wait, what? No. Oh, fuck. It's so, like, the thing that makes me the most irritated is that a lot of people are in really uncomfortable positions right now. Because a couple of people have been saying things they probably should have kept a little bit closer to the chest. But fuck it. We're all out there. We're all out there, baby. Oh man. I need a hot chocolate for this. That's what I really need. I need it. Oh, I don't have any here. I don't even have
Well, you
milk
can
here.
pause it and play,
Mr. Mission,
Minecraft. As
you're
a
gonna
way.
get.
Should I run and grab one? Oh man. I feel like I
No,
really
you
need. I feel like
can't.
this
They
is
would
a
need-
this is I feel like it's a hot chocolate conversation.
They would riot.
Mr. Mitten, I'd sleep with one eye open tonight.
Okay. Oh fuck. Oh god.
Okay.
Oh god. Okay, so hold on, I got other messages. Oh, true. Good job. Okay. True. I'm gonna lead with that. Thank you.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. So something that is very important, I think, when you are employing help, and you should know this as somebody that manages people or pays people to do work, is I think it's probably really important to have very clear expectations in the beginning about the type, quality of work that you expect to be done. Sometimes, for whatever reason, I'm not thinking well, and I trust somebody a little bit too much, and I don't formalize this process. And when that happens, it's incredibly bad. Sometimes it goes really well. Sometimes it's really, really, really bad. I guess for an example, actually, it's really rare that I pay somebody without having delivery of a product first. I guess with the mobile app, I kind of got fucked. And then with but like with my DGG bot that Linus did, that was done in like 2 days, and that was awesome. Yeah. Okay. Oof. Oh fuck! I don't think I should. Maybe I don't think I should. Oh no! Wait. It's feeling bad. I'm feeling like I'm on a bad trip. It's starting to go sideways. I need a change of environment. I need to go run. Oh man.
Well, you could talk about some of the good that
I already talked about some of the good.
Wasn't there a lot of good?
Yeah, there was. What other good can we talk about? You
mean,
guys.
how
so
many
much.
you knocked on like 17,000 doors.
I thought we were gonna hit 20,000, but we ran out of lists at the end. Like there were only 4
We did
lists
them all.
left. Yeah, so it was like 17,500 doors that we had knocked on by the end of it, which is awesome. And we did 10,000 of those, I think, on like the last event alone.
Do you think you get a lot of more people coming next time when like coronavirus is like dealt with or handled?
Possibly, yeah, because it makes a lot of the scheduling and everything easier. And then a lot of people didn't come because they were quarantining and stuff, or they were living with family. Yeah. Oh god, I feel like I'm going up into a mushroom trip. This is the feeling you get when you're just getting tugged along.
Do you need Dan to fucking rip the cord?
I can do it.
No, okay. So let me just describe a few situations and then a pattern of behavior. Some of these things almost completely and totally killed this entire event, and then other things had massively negative impacts in the event as well. So the main reason why I feel kind of obligated to speak about this publicly is because there's a lot of stuff that could have happened during this event that would have elevated it so many different levels. And then there have been a lot of missteps that happened earlier on for these events that I've kind of taken the responsibility for. Or I've kind of like fallen on a sword for it. And I fucked up here. I shouldn't have done this, blah, 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 blah. And let me kind of explain. And then I've had people come on to stream and roast me over my inability to handle this event. Sejin came and complained to me on stream when he was saying that, why aren't you doing this or that or that? So we're going to talk a little bit about this. So early on, let's see. Let's back up a little bit. Okay, all the names are coming out now, and I'm throwing everybody under because fuck this shit, okay? Because I invested about $30,000 of my own money into this project in 4 weekends off streaming, which is unbelievable. I don't think I've ever the only other time I've taken that much time was like when I visited Melina in Sweden. Otherwise, I don't think I would ever take that much time off of streaming. That's like unreal for me, especially spending money the whole time, and especially right on the advent of me getting. Is it Advent? Does that mean right after? Or does that mean right before? Especially on the coattails of me getting departnered by Twitch. because that was also like a huge monetary loss combined with now I'm reducing my streaming hours and I'm upping a financial commitment to something, all for something that makes me no money, which it doesn't. Well, to be fair though, you guys have done a really good job at that PayPal, that group fund. I will read those donations today, okay? Oh, maybe we should stop and read in between some of these to slow it down a little bit. Can somebody link that group PayPal donation link? Because you guys were offsetting a lot of the expenses there, which I appreciate it. Where's the? Go ahead, somebody throw the link up for that in chat again, in case you guys feel bad enough for me during this conversation to throw a few dollars, throw a coin to your Witcher. All right.
Oh, I like that song actually.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah, maybe we should sing it.
No, that's a good one.
Okay, you guys have donated almost $14,000 to that fund, which is awesome. It helps offset the cost a lot for me. I really super duper appreciate that. And yeah. Okay. Whew. How do I see the isn't there a way to read the messages? Oh, contributions. Oh my god, you guys donate big amounts too. You guys are awesome. Like people donating like $500 or $200 or $100. That's awesome. Good job, guys. Okay. So let's talk. I'm gonna talk through a lot of the things that have happened, but I'm gonna illuminate a lot of what was going on the back end as well, so you kind of have a better idea or a better understanding of like why were some things so mismanaged or so fucked, Destiny. Like it seems like you like we know that you have a hard time sticking to charity promises and whatnot, but it seems like even you would be able to schedule some of these things a little bit better. You know, good point. That is a good question. Well, let's talk about some of this. Okay, so. For the very first event that I did, I wanted to see how many people I could get to show up for like real life activism, because I thought that would be cool. No streamer, to my knowledge, has ever done anything like that before. No streamer or YouTuber or Instagram person has ever done anything like that before, and it would be a really cool way to kind of practice what we preach. And we talk about like pragmatic politics all the time. So wow, let's get people on the ground like doing shit. Like nobody can take that from us, right? Nobody can shit on us for that. So that would be awesome, right? It's like the realest type of political activism you can get involved in. And so. For the very first thing, I called out to my audience and I said, hey, if you guys would ever be interested in real life political involvement, why don't you come down to Piedmont Park? We'll just see how many people show up. We'll hang out for a little bit. And then like in a week or two, I'll start scheduling real events. So for the first time that we met up, I was looking at like 30 to 40. Realistically, I was thinking like maybe like 15 to 25. And then I was like hoping that I didn't have only like 3 or 4 people show up, because I would have been like oh fuck, okay, well now I look like a loser. But at the end of that event, we had, I want to say the final number, it was north of 150. I think it was like 170 people ultimately signed up for the little lists that we had at the end of the day, which was an awesome amount of people that showed up. 2 women approached me in the middle of that event while I was speaking. One's name was Olivia. You can find her tweets somewhere in my Over Russell logs, and I don't remember the other one was. They were both people from the DSA that had reached out to me, and they said, hey, we think that what you're doing here is cool. Maybe there might be a potential for us to work in the future. So originally, I haven't released names or said anything here because I didn't want them to get hate or whatever, but I don't give a fuck about any of that anymore. These 2 people were real. You can find their tweet where they tweeted out about us initially. Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah. So, like, these people did exist, and they did come out, and they did talk to me. I didn't just make this up. I don't know why the fuck anybody would think I would make anything up, because I'm in a position in my life where I cannot get away with lying ever. I can't, because anytime I say anything, there's 50 million people trying to call me out constantly on it. So after they talked, I talked with them for a little bit, and I said, hey, be awesome to get involved. I joked a little bit. I was like, hey, like, I don't know how much you're aware, but I fight with the DSA online all the time. Like, socialists and me don't get along. But that being said, you know, if there's any way we can work together, like, that would be awesome. Chances are, I'm hoping that, like, real life people are going to support the same candidates, right? I don't think any DSA member wants Perdue and Loeffler to remain sitting in the Georgia Senate or in the U.S. Senate for Georgia. So I handed off their contact information to Doug, and then I told him that, you know, he'll reach out to you guys and we'll set something up and we'll be good to go. And then that was it. So 2 weeks later, we have our first event that's coming up. So let me be real clear on this. Let me be real clear on the meetup. So as part of the meetup, Doug floated the idea of doing a massive sign-up list so that we could gather information so that we'd be able to contact people to come out and do work based on who showed up in the event, which is good. It seems like a smart idea. And we had, I want to say it was around 170 people in that initial sign-up sheet. We had names, phone numbers, email addresses, which is fine. So 2 weeks later, we have our first event. So I think on stream I had said during the event that like, oh, this is just voter registration. We're just doing like a voter registration drive. My assumption was probably similar to yours in that I assumed that the first event we were doing in 2 weeks was going to be like door knocking. I thought we were going to go canvassing. That's what I thought was going to happen. And then I find out, I think like I don't want to get the timelines wrong here, but I find out like a couple days before that we're just going to be handing out like voter registration cards to people in Piedmont Park, basically. So we show up. I think that collectively between like 3 locations, I think there's like maybe 20 people that show up, maybe around there. And basically what we're doing is like we're just handing like blocks of cards out to people to walk around the park and hand out like voter registration cards. Like, hey, here, go check this to see if you're registered to vote. And yeah, I wasn't entirely sure what had happened because this is my first time doing anything. I wasn't sure if maybe a lot of people would show up for like a meetup, but they didn't want to come out and do like any actual political work, which is fine. I mean, there's going to be some drop off. I would expect that. Or I wasn't sure what happened. So I kind of asked around. I was like, hey, like, did you guys get any emails or how did you show up here? And most people were just like, oh, like I heard about it on your stream, blah, 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 blah. And after talking to several people, I find out that basically nobody got any email. There was no communication to anybody. Nobody had any idea what was going on. And I talked to Doug a little bit. And I was like, hey, so, you know, what was going on with this? Like, why are we doing voter registration? Doug told me some lines about like, oh, well, it's important to get people registered to vote. Like, this is an important first step. And then he said, well, I think the email list might have been broken. I used MailChimp, but maybe only 25% of emails went out. Maybe it went into some spam people's folders. And I was like, yeah, I wasn't really sure what had happened. I talked to a lot of people, and I don't think a single person got an email for anything. So I don't know. I don't know if I have no idea. I don't know if any email ever went out or if there was any attempt made to contact any of those people or whatever. But at this point, I figure that it just must be some error. So in the course of this event, on day 1, I think I was walking along and I kind of spoke a little bit with Doug about like, oh, well, you know, I thought we were going to do more, blah, 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 blah. And then Doug had told me we were going to do more for this event, but the DSA jerked me around for like 2 weeks and they pulled out at like the last minute. So now we couldn't do anything. So this is why when I was on Melina's stream, this is why I was incredibly irritated about what had happened. It's because I was under the impression that the DSA fucked us. Now, that one guy released his logs of Doug talking to him that I'd never seen before, and that didn't happen at all. What it sounded like was Doug reached out, they had a conversation, they weren't very interested, it was too soon to the event, we didn't reach out in time, and that was it. It didn't really seem like that dramatic of a conversation. Now, fuck the DSA, and more specifically, fuck whoever runs the DSA Atlanta Twitter account. However, in terms of like getting things set up, I don't really think the DSA fucked us that bad. 1, I wouldn't plan on them working with me anyway. I wouldn't expect them to. And then 2, the conversation seemed like pretty reasonable. They said that, you know, we were like a week out from finals. We weren't sure if we could do it COVID safe, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay. So this is what had happened behind the scenes. But my impression was given from Doug was that the DSA had fucked us hard. And that's why when I was on Melina's stream, it was very short, but I think it was like for 30 seconds, like I was a little bit irritated because I thought that I was walking around a park with 20 people handing out voter cards because the DSA had jerked us around with bad promises for a couple weeks. But that's not at all what happened. Which was irritating. So I had to fall on 2 swords for this in that I couldn't reveal publicly that Doug had horrendously botched the communication because I didn't want to throw my employee under the bus. And then I didn't really want to reveal publicly that Olivia had approached me because everybody in the DSA was saying that I'd invented things and they would never approach us. And I was worried that if I would reveal her name, I was worried that she would get kicked out, castigated, harassed. So I figured I would just like eat the bad PR because I can deal with infinite amounts of hate and then move forward.
You're like the Dark Knight. You can take it.
Yeah, something like that. After the negative fallout from that event regarding the DSA, after the amount of drama that happened on Twitter and in my community, and then after the incredibly poor showing of people that had showed up initially, and then after the the photos of like us doing nothing and not knocking on any doors or whatever after the first event, I was pretty close to giving up. Because I was like, okay, well, hold on. Like, I'm like already 10,000 deep into this because I promised Doug that I would pay him $8,000 per month of work. And this whole thing has already like devolved into a drama shit show. We haven't really done anything at all on day 1 and 2. Like, we're just walking around with voter cards, driving around. I'm wasting time during the weekend, not streaming. Like, this is basically the worst of all possible worlds have intersected at this event. We'll get into that later. So yeah. So that week came and went, and me and Doug communicated in between. I might not get some of these dates or timelines exactly right. So if anybody comes out, it's like, well, actually on the third day, but the general story is the general structure is here. Me and Doug talked a little bit, and then Doug informed me. So this is going to be a pattern of behavior. Doug informed me that he had a contact in the math movement that said that they would help us do canvassing for the next event. Now, something that I didn't learn until too late is every single time Doug says he has a contact, what he really means is that one of my fans reached out to him to offer help, which is something that I didn't realize until far too late, unfortunately. So a really, really friendly, really awesome dude, I think he was like 19 years old, named Julian, he reached out from the math movement and he got us connected to them in order to help us with our first canvassing event. Doug assures me that the communication is going to be better for people coming out. I think I pushed the event a little bit harder on stream. I think we stick your Reddit post a few days before the event, and then we do our very first canvassing event. For the very first canvassing event, I think we have around, I want to say 15 people show up. So about the same as the first one. There's a guy that is in charge of this particular section of the math movement there. There's a lot of personal stupid stuff that is irritating to me that I'm going to leave out of this because I don't think it's relevant. But there is none of that is really relevant. We get about 15 people that show up for the this canvassing event as well. So I communicate to people. I try to figure out, well, what's going on, blah, 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 blah. After this canvassing event, where we have like Darian, Talia, math members are there, awesome people, Colleen, another friendly person, none of these names mean anything to you. These are awesome people. They showed up, they helped us, they got everything did, working. We canvass with our 15 or so people that first weekend, and we knock on 2,000 doors, which is fun. I knock a ton of doors with a friend, everybody else knocking doors. This has been, it's a fun event, even if we don't have any people there. Sunday comes, I think on Sunday we have like 9 people, even less, but hey, it's whatever. After that weekend, I tell Doug, hey, I'm going to take over the communication because something is not working. And Doug thanks me. He says that I've lifted a huge weight off of his shoulders and that he doesn't have to stress about managing that part anymore. So I contact Eris. I tell her to make a community Discord. I get the spreadsheet from Doug with all the information. I shoot that list over to Eris, and probably in like 30 minutes, she's invited every single person to a Discord now that I can use as like a central hub for communications. And then I'm in charge now of doing the public messaging for the community. Using this model going forward, on our second canvassing event, I think we did 3, right? On our second canvassing event, we get around 50 to 60 people to show up. This event is far more successful than the first. I see that the importance of the communication is down, the communication is vital. It's paramount. It's everything. And then I start to, in managing the communication better, I start to see like all the different ways that we could improve and streamline that process. So we initially had an intake form asking like, oh, do you need a ride? Blah, blah, blah. And then for the next one that we design, it's like, hey, do you need a carpool? Where you're driving from? Where you're coming from? What days you're going to be here? Like we get more specific on the information. Like everything with these forms is improving from event to event to event. So after we do the second event, everything goes incredibly well. We get like 60 people that show up. The energy is very high, very positive event. Most stuff is going okay. I find out, now again, timelines are hazy. I don't remember exactly. At some point, that Sejin guy, Christian, calls in to my stream to argue with me about how I'm not doing enough to make this event work. And again, I can't really say anything because I don't want to throw anybody under the bus publicly. But something that Doug had told me earlier as well was like, hey, I'm pretty close to getting you a dinner with Asaf and Yang, which would be really cool. He says he's got contacts, he's been talking to people, and that he's close to making that happen. Again, this pattern repeats a lot. Sejin tells me, hey, I want to help more. I've been volunteering with Doug, blah, blah, blah. And also, I want you to know that my family is like really well connected. Like, like my family, we're like friends like down the road with people like Yang, and we've got a lot of political friends. And I find out that like, oh, so that contact didn't come from Doug either. That was literally just Christian's family. I don't know if I don't know if people know his real name. I don't know if I should say Christian or not. They said it during the event. But whatever. I also find out during this time that I tried to delegate like a few things to Doug in terms of like arranging carpools or in terms of like making sure people are doing the intake forms quickly, random stuff like this. And I find out that basically every single thing that I had delegated to Doug had rolled off his back and down to Christian, who at the time wasn't being paid. Now, let me just say something to be clear. At the beginning of this event, I asked Doug what he would charge me for a month's worth of work. The figure that he shot me was $8,000. He said he expected me to negotiate down, but listen, I overpay for all my work. If you're going to do good work for me, like I don't mind paying a little bit more. I make a lot of money. I'll share the wealth. It's fine. I'm okay with that. But when I pay you $8,000, my expectation is you're giving me $40 a week. Like I expect you to be working full time for me, unironically, that you're waking up at like 9 or 10 o'clock and you're putting in like hours for me until like 5 or 6 o'clock. Like this is not like a part-time thing. Like $8,000 per month's worth of work plus all trips comped. So my total compensation to Doug probably came out, because he invoiced me $950 for his first plane ticket, probably comes out to around $12,000 for about 4 to 5 weeks of work. That might be a little high. It might be closer to like $10,000 or $11,000. Keep in mind, I'm comping every single hotel room for him, and then I'm comping all of his travel, except for the second canvassing event. I didn't comp that one. I told him that I didn't think he needed to be there because he doesn't do anything during these events. So I'm like, oh, I don't know if you should come to the second one. So in that second event, he did cover his own travel and his hotel, but otherwise, yeah. So at this level, So at this level, I'm just to give my expectation, I would be expecting that like, okay, yeah, you're going to be working full time for me because I think I'm paying you like a full time wage. Okay. So I find out that a lot of the work that I've been assigning Doug has been rolling off his shoulders to Christian. I don't know the arrangements Christian and Doug have made in the background. Supposedly Doug started to pay Christian a few $100s or $1,000. I'm not sure what he ended up paying him, but we start
this
to
is literally what Kate does with you in development work. He just puts it on Rent-A-Coder and pockets all the difference.
So eventually we get to the coming up to our third canvassing event, our final event. And this one, so I'm taking very, very, very seriously. So I'm going to scout out a location ahead of time. I'm going to contact and reach out to streamers, influencers, see who wants to come. We're going to comp hotel rooms. We're going to do the communication at least 10 days in advance. We're going to have sign people up. We're going to do hardcore carpooling forums so we can get people driven here. Nobody shouldn't come to this event just because they can't find a ride. We're like doing hardcore communication here. I start to find out that for Christian, basically every single thing that I've ever asked of Doug is basically completely wound up on Christian's shoulders. So let me see if I can find. Here's like an example of like kind of how ridiculous this last event was. So we made a spreadsheet of our responsibilities. Okay, so for me, I'm very big on like, in case you guys don't know this, when it comes to management, okay, the most important thing, nothing else matters if you don't do this, you need accountability, okay? Also, deliverables mean nothing without dates. So it's nice to write down, this is what you're expected to do by this date. So I have a spreadsheet open, and I'm assigning tasks now to me, Sejin, and Doug, so that we all know what we have to do, when they have to be done by, okay? So under my responsibilities, I have announcement of next event, meaning do the announcement post on the subreddit, and then do the posting on the Discord. And then we've got like an FAQ that we need to create that's going to be part of the Discord and the subreddit and passed out to other streamers that are going to be doing their call to actions as well if we invite other streamers. And then I have reach out / communicate to streamers about attending. So I reached out to around 20 streamers, I think. I'm Really Important, Bastia, Irrelevant, Dylan, Lycan, Booksmarts, Trihex, Hutch, Pixie, Woody's Gamertag, Arian Foster / Bobby Fino, Big Boss Bose, Alicia, memes, David Packman, Prime K's, Descrub King, and Pisco. These were the people that I reached out to. Another responsibility I had was like planning a potential event, a meme event for the 3rd. And then I kind of came up with the idea of like the award show, although the majority of that planning ended up falling on Sejin. And then my final thing was secure a discount hotel stay, meaning I had to communicate back and forth with the hotel, figure out how many rooms we needed to book, pay for that, which was expensive, make sure that we have a banquet hall reserved, make sure that banquet hall suits our needs, it can sit enough people, etc. And then create a fundraiser on PayPal to begin to promote, to raise funds for this, to try to like help the massive like bite out of my ass that this is taking financially. So for this thing, the FAQ Sejin helped with / did most of it. I might have posted it. And then for planning the event for the 3rd, Sejin did that as well. And then Sejin also helped me a little bit on the back and forth emails. I got from Sejin like the room list for like the hotel stuff, which was the hardest part of that as well, right? So Sejin's helping with this too. Under Sejin's responsibility, we have he's creating the new Canvas sign-up form, which is like a 4-page form that gathers all the relevant information and then backends it so that we can organize it. Figuring out who needs housing, who needs rooms, how to room people together, and then carpooling forms. This is like 2 sentences I'm saying, but this is so much work. You're taking 100 plus people, figuring out where they're all coming from, trying to match up carpools, trying to figure out who goes in what hotel rooms. Like this is like his job on here. The second part here, is carpool and hotel rooms. The third part is figuring out shuttling from the airport, from ATL to the canvassing event. Another thing is scheduling a Saturday night dinner. Another thing is scheduling a Saturday night event. And then the other thing is assigning phone bank lists to our phone bankers in order to make sure that they're calling people for confirmations to make sure you guys are showing up. It's very important. Doug's responsibilities for this event, there are 2 things written down here. One is confirm location / book hall. I did these 2 things. And the other was confirm Darian and friends for volunteers, which were confirmed at the end of our last event.
Pause for effect.
Yeah. So one of the so I'm not trying to just like, I don't want to just shit talk or do anything about that, but one of the things that kind of irritates me the most about this is that one of Doug's kind of like rolling responsibilities has kind of been for like contacting media, press, connections, and stuff like that. Something that I found out on the final day of this event because I was a little bit curious. Somehow our events get absolutely no press, which seems strange to me, given that we are probably the largest single canvassing event in the state. We're bringing in over 100 people from outside the state that are like young gamer guys being led by like a YouTuber / Twitch person. Like, no offense, Columbus, Ohio is not, Columbus, Georgia is not a big city. This is a city of 200,000 people. I'm a little bit surprised that we have like no media coverage. But I'm pretty sure that by the end of this, I find out that the Math Movement had actually forwarded Doug like 22 different media contacts. I don't think anybody reached out to any of these people ever. Destiny, he asked me to do media coverage a lot. No. I love you, Polars, but I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about contacting like local media to get them to show the event. And that's something that should have happened. And I'm incredibly disappointed that it didn't. We had one lady show up to do an interview with me. The reason why she showed up is because she was friends with the reporter that was there 2 weeks ago, Sakura, and I emailed her to ask if she wanted to come down. I think Doug did too, and then but she said that she wasn't available, so she'd send like her friend or whatever. That was the only person that showed up for this. But yeah. I don't, did Doug do anything at all? No. I sat brainstorming with a few other people, for the last event. And I genuinely tried to figure out, like, what did he do? And I have no idea. I don't think he did a single thing. Every contact that Doug connected me with came through from my fan base. All of the hard work on the ground was done by the Math Movement and Christian. And then there was another guy named, his name is Matt, but I want to call him Adam because with his mask on, he looks like the movie 6, right? By Adam that did a lot of the event planning for the Saturday night community stuff. Erin made the little certificates and everything. She printed that up and brought them over to the event. Yeah. So I don't. Yeah. Do you plan on asking Deck for a friend? No, because I didn't set out a clear list of expectations. But anyway, I'm sorry. I don't really want to spend like a whole bunch of time like trashing anybody. But I got unbelievably and unimaginably fucked during this event. And I try to think if there's like things that I could have done differently or ways I could have approached it differently. I should have had a clear expectation of work lined out at the beginning. But I feel like for me, I feel like I would be so ashamed to get paid so much money and to do nothing. Yeah, just that, I guess that bothers me quite a bit, but yeah, I think that's where I'm at for that. Did I miss anything? Are we good? Oh, that was to you, you three.
What do you think, Lycan?
What do you think, Lycan?
Yeah, Lycan, what do you think?
Why don't you
Oh
tell
wait,
us
hold
what-
on. Steven said I was gonna come up. Is there something more or
Lycan, we're
Oh
gonna
no,
talk
you
about
you
your
were
consent
messaging me
thing.
earlier like you wanted to come in
Okay.
and say something.
I mean,
So, Lycan,
yeah,
you were
like-
super forward with some of the women at this thing.
oh god.
Oh my god,
dude.
damn! Why would you even meme about
I'm
that?
joking. All right, jeez. Not
Jesus
true.
Christ!
All
Like
right.
That's
yeah.
cringe, Jen.
Yeah, no, I have some feedback. I have some thoughts. Like, because some of those, the other ends of the conversation, like I was involved in. I wasn't expecting to talk about this, so I wasn't taking notes. But like, for instance, I messaged Doug like when you said that Christian, because I was like, you talking to me about these contacts. Like, yeah, I had Doug telling me like, oh hey, I have this contact, and I just talked to him, and he said no, Christian was not the end contact.
I don't believe him.
Obviously,
I'm
that's
sorry,
the
but
lead.
nothing that he said came through for anything ever, and I think that his communication skills are incredibly subpar, such that they were actively detrimental to a lot of the conversations that were happening in the background. Here's one personal thing that I'll reveal that really bothers me is, and I can't prove this, but the feeling that I got...
Wait, don't bring it up if I'm inspired it, because I don't want
has
to...
nothing to do with you.
Okay.
One feeling that I got was that it felt like Doug was trying to insert himself in between every single communication that was happening so that he would have all of those contacts and that he was building his credibility off of the back of what I was doing. And oftentimes this worked to the detriment of me being able to communicate with people. So as an example of this, currently right now, I have 0 contacts to any of the official Democrats that showed up to the event because Doug single-handedly handled all of that. And when I would ask him to like send me quotes or CC me on emails when it was an important contact, he would never, ever do that. And I also found out through roundabout ways that it seemed like his ability to communicate with these people and get things done was very poor, or he would exaggerate things or lie blatantly about things, and that would bother me too. Let me give a clear example of this. On Saturday night, I noticed that Christian, Darian, and Doug were in the back having a conversation. I went out back to see what was going on. One thing that I think I can do very well is communication. I think I'm very good at communicating with people. It's something that I practice a lot of my life, and I think I understand generally like how to get things that I need from people or to figure out what they need so we can make some sort of exchange. So typically, if there's an issue or some problem comes up, I've expressed this multiple times, I usually want to be the one in charge of that communication so that I know exactly what's being said, exactly what's going on, what I need to give in order to get what I need to get, which this desire was like never, ever respected. But so a more specific example, Saturday night I go out in the back and I find that Doug, Christian, and Darian are all freaking out because apparently we're not going to have like our lists on Sunday morning, or we're trying to get lists a little bit early so that we can hand them out earlier, and they can't do it, and they're worried that like everything is falling apart. And there's a guy, I'm not going to say his name, I'm going to call him Abe. There's no relation to Cornea, but Abe is apparently like holding our data hostage and is like, and just we can't talk to him, nothing's going to happen. And I ask multiple times, I'm like, hey, has anybody contacted him and actually talked to him? And then I get Darian says, well, I'm texting him. And then Doug says, well, I'm texting him. I've emailed him. And it's like, hey, has anybody picked up a fucking phone and talked to him to figure out what the fuck is going on? Because when I'm asking questions, okay, here's another important thing, okay? When I'm telling you guys these like business tips, this is life lessons that I've learned and I'm just right and I've never accept an argument on it, okay? So just take what I'm saying as gospel and fucking live this, okay? Because it's coming from a place of small business owner personal experience, okay? When you are doing a communication from one entity to another, it is absolutely vital that you have a single point of contact, period. Always a single point of contact. You never, ever, ever, ever want like 3 people emailing like one person on like another, because everything is going to get so mind-numbingly fucked, okay? Now, you can still like have like multiple people CC'd in like an email chain or something. That's fine. But you never want like multiple communications going to like, it's just, God, it's so bad. So, but anyway, so I try to find out, well, what's the problem, blah, blah, blah. And eventually gets to the point where I tell Doug, hey, listen, oh my God, I didn't even realize this at the time. I'm so stupid. I say, can I call Abe? Sorry. Can I call Abe and talk to this guy? And Doug said, and so I asked for his phone number, but of course he doesn't give it to me. And, Abe says, not Abe. Fuck, I misnamed him. Doug says, hold on, I'll call him and then you can talk to him, okay? And, hold on. And so Doug calls Abe and he spends like 30 seconds, like, I don't know if I'm not trying to use insults, okay? I don't know if he thinks he's playing like House of Cards or what, but he's like schmoozing him up. He's like, hey, like, you know, like, oh, what's up, man? Like, sorry we couldn't get that beer, blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay. And I'm waiting for a little bit. I look at Christian and I laugh a little bit. I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now? And eventually, Doug hands me the phone. He says, don't laugh. This is serious. I get the phone and I start talking to Abe. And my goal for this conversation, is that I want to get like, I think my goal is to get like 20 or 30 lists assigned to us before the next day, okay? I want to see if I can do that. So I